Did you know that 90% of negotiations fail because one side doesn't know how to argue effectively? Sounds shocking, right? But it's true. The truth is, arguing isn't about being louder or smarter. It's about being strategic. What if I told you there are simple, yet powerful techniques used by Harvard-trained negotiators that could give you the edge in any argument? These aren't the usual tips you hear about, staying calm, or listening better. No, these are hidden secrets that can completely change the way you think about arguing. In this video, you'll learn 6 game-changing strategies used by top negotiators to win arguments without even raising their voices. From understanding the power of silence to using your body language to persuade, these tactics are simple but incredibly effective. Stay tuned as we dive into these strategies that could make you a negotiation master. If you've ever struggled in an argument or wanted to win more often, this could be your turning point. Keep watching. Chapter 1. Mastering the Art of Calm. Diffuse conflict before it explodes. In any argument, the first step to winning is staying calm. Harvard negotiators often stress the importance of emotional control. When you react emotionally, you lose the power to think clearly. A study by the Harvard Business Review showed that people who maintain composure during high-stress negotiations are 20% more likely to reach a favorable outcome. One technique to stay calm is tactical breathing. This simple but effective method helps reduce stress instantly. By focusing on your breath for just 10 seconds, you signal to your brain that everything is under control. It works because your body cannot be in a fight or flight state while you breathe deeply. Another powerful tool is visualizing calmness. Before entering a heated conversation, imagine yourself in a peaceful place. It shifts your mindset and prepares you to handle conflict without reacting impulsively. A calm demeanor sets the tone for any negotiation or argument. Chapter 2. The Silence Weapon. How saying less wins more. Silence is one of the most overlooked yet powerful tools in negotiations. Often, we think talking more helps us make our point. But research from Columbia University shows that those who remain silent after making a statement can influence others to talk more and reveal information. Harvard negotiators teach the power of strategic pauses. When you speak, pause for a few seconds afterward. This puts pressure on the other person to fill the gap, which often leads them to make mistakes or over-explain. In fact, people are more likely to agree with you when they are the ones doing most of the talking. Remember, silence can also help keep control of the conversation. The less you say, the less you give your opponent the chance to argue. Try using silence to make them uncomfortable, forcing them to reconsider their position. Chapter 3. Empathy over ego. The secret to turning foes into allies. At the heart of every successful negotiation is empathy. It's easy to think that negotiation is about winning or losing, but it's actually about understanding. According to Daniel Goleman, the author of Emotional Intelligence, empathy is a critical skill for high-stakes negotiations. Empathy means understanding the emotions and needs of the other person, not just their argument. When you take the time to listen actively, you begin to see things from their perspective. This approach can completely transform adversaries into allies. Interestingly, a Harvard Business School study found that negotiators who showed empathy were 25% more likely to reach a mutually beneficial agreement. It's a strategy that works because it lowers defenses and opens up space for collaboration. By empathizing, you win trust, which can be more powerful than any clever argument. If you're finding these strategies helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the rest of these game-changing negotiation techniques. Chapter 4. Framing the narrative. How to control the conversation's path. How you present your argument matters just as much as the content. In negotiation theory, framing refers to the way you structure your message. According to Chris Voss, a former FBI negotiator, the way you phrase things can change the outcome completely. For example, instead of saying, "You're wrong," you might say, "Let's explore why we see this differently." This shift in language invites collaboration rather than confrontation. The Harvard Negotiation Project shows that reframing a situation can reduce conflict by up to 40%. Using framing also means choosing the right context for your argument. When you frame your position as a win-win situation, it helps both parties see the benefits of your proposal. And here's a surprising fact: people are more likely to agree when they believe they're getting something out of the deal. Chapter 5. Unseen Persuasion. The power of nonverbal communication. When it comes to argument and negotiation, words are only part of the picture. Studies from Stanford University reveal that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal. That means body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice play a huge role in how people perceive what you're saying. A Harvard study found that open body language, such as uncrossed arms, a steady posture, and a slight forward lean, can increase your persuasive power. It signals confidence and openness. On the other hand, crossing your arms or avoiding eye contact can make you seem defensive or unsure. Nonverbal cues can also be used to mirror the other person's body language. This tactic makes them feel understood and comfortable. Mirroring increases trust and rapport by up to 60%, as found in a study by MIT. So, remember, what you don't say can be just as important as what you do. Chapter 6. Strategic Concessions. How giving a little can help you win big. Concessions are a common part of negotiation, but the key is strategic giving. Harvard experts often recommend making small concessions early on, especially when you know the other side values those things. Giving a little can create goodwill and make it easier to secure bigger wins. But there's a catch: never give away your core interests. For example, in a salary negotiation, don't concede on the final pay figure if it's non-negotiable. Instead, offer something less significant, like more flexible working hours. This shows flexibility without compromising your goals. Interestingly, studies show that negotiators who make reciprocal concessions are 40% more likely to close a deal successfully. When you give something, the other side feels compelled to give something in return, leading to a more balanced and successful outcome. If you found these strategies helpful, subscribe to the channel. You'll get more insights like these to master the art of negotiation and argument. Thanks for watching.